before the 18 it was.
Okay, let's try this again.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, we're on.
All right. Cool. Well, welcome to Kay's Table.
Well, you're not.
For some odd reason, my camera just froze, but that's kind of funny.
It's not here.
Really? Am I moving back and forth on my little face camera?
You were nope, not now. You were
See?
for a minute there. Everybody else is moving though. Your face camera though isn't.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Now that he says it, you're not moving at all.
But everybody else is.
Yeah, no, there's full movement everywhere except you.
Yep. Apparently your camera don't like you today.
Yeah, no.
All right. Now I'm moving, right?
Yep. Now you're moving.
Okay. Now I look like a dumb fat ass. Got it. Perfect.
Fucking jigaboo.
Okay.
Okay. So, welcome back to Kay's Table. A bit of a chaotic beginning, but what chaos doesn't happen in this table at some point or another.
True that.
So if you're watching this or one of the pre-recordings, then please also be sure you know that we also have a YouTube listed below. Any suggestions or comments you have on it, please feel free to message. I do check them. Not that there's much to watch, but hey.
Occasionally.
Yeah, maybe. Be interesting to hear from people. So let's see where we left off last week. Fighting pit makes money. Okay.
Not enough.
Not enough, huh?
Send me one more night.
Eclectic stores can be interesting
Yeah.
and have all kinds of hidden gems. And did we learn anything else?
The younger of my species is very crazy and like to eat each other.
Yep. And the older of your species
They're a little wiser.
are very crazy,
Yeah.
but usually in not a vicious way.
Yeah. I just
So far.
So you fit into both categories?
I haven't cannibalized anybody yet.
You've had
Yeah.
scat candy.
See?
The only thing I've eaten that's
It was so good.
I will never eat it
You
again.
loved it.
Yeah, you have to make a wisdom check to not eat it next time. It's addictive.
I'm just gonna go and pretend it's not there.
Not there. Not there.
It's
Not there.
I don't know if it's my race or my alignment, but generally speaking, it's like, why do you guys just give such shit to cannibalism? I mean, I get it that I'm a chitin, but it's like, why is that a bad thing to you?
Where'd it go?
It's food, right?
Right? Meat. Not even just food. I mean, damn.
Unless you're a vegetarian, you know.
My character asks you, what's that?
That's those idiots that, that want to eat meat but can't.
My character's response, they're the ones that taste like shit.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Druids.
Exactly. Damn true.
Not enough
So-
meat on the bone.
All right, so you've been in town for the week. Last time we left off, you made money in the fighting pit with Burke.
And you
You
died.
meditated and studied. And what else did you do?
Ate Skeksies.
You spent time at the library with
The
the old
library with
man.
the other stack.
Researching and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you found out about location stuff.
Location.
Yeah. You learned how to become a forge.
Managed to not burn the place down.
Well,
Yep.
Unlike
at the
my
end of the
first
week.
attempt.
By the end of the week, you were good at that.
Now you know how to melt metal.
Woo.
And other materials. And control your personal temperature.
Well, that's good.
Without having to do a wisdom check?
Yep.
Nice.
So basically now you know 1 spell point is enough to catch a flammable thing on fire. 2 spell points is enough to heat metal to the point, light metals to the point where they can be red hot. Okay, 3 spell points heats it up till it's white hot, or if it's a heavy metal, we'll turn it red hot. Okay? And then at 5 spell points, it starts melting metal.
Wow.
Hey, look, our other party made it here. Josh, you heard nothing.
You studied with Whack and Nick.
Yep.
Okay. You learned some very interesting alternative viewpoints on magics.
Nice.
We will discuss those at another point because we never got in touch during the week.
It's a rough week.
It's been a really rough week.
I know.
Oh my god. I got stuck with Hunting Pam for like 3 hours after you guys left.
Thought you were leaving right behind me. It didn't happen.
I got stuck.
So how much did she complain about us running to the cow field?
I'll talk later.
I'm still washing off shit off my cheek.
That was fun though.
Yeah, it was.
Bouncy. They went walking right up afterwards to check, and there's no complaints because there was nothing that we did that they could complain about.
Outside in that one field where we were doing the donuts.
They were already there, and I doubt they went that far up.
Yeah.
It was
No,
Wes
no.
and Len.
Yeah, they're lazy.
Late.
Hello!
As usual.
The rainbow dildo made it.
Can you get paper towels, actually? I just need them.
You couldn't have thought about that.
So you have the grower set up at the location.
Yep.
Okay, he's apparently letting his daughter take over at the spa
Okay.
because this place is more comfy and laid back. You do find someone that can handle most of your business stuff.
Through the dark web.
Yes.
Okay.
You get 3.
Good.
Yeah. And you are presented by a drow.
2 perfect sheets.
Perfect.
I got 1 perfect.
Yeah. You get some pre-stock from him.
Okay.
You give it to a certain relative of someone we know. And now you're being invited to parties and deciding whether or not to show up.
Okay.
And he says he should have his first crop ready in about 3 months.
So everything's going excellent. I also communicate with Gumpershine and Sally Lucy, his secretary?
Sue.
Sue. I give her a heads up on all the information so she can assist with the transports once we get the product in.
Okay. She is working on a price breakdown with some of her people.
Graffiti?
Acceptable. Very acceptable.
Okay. And you, what were you doing all week?
Working on getting a teleport spell so we can teleport here, please.
Like in real life?
That'd be
or
great.
in
I
game?
know.
Both of them, I'm not
I've
quite
been
sure.
thinking of that.
I'm gonna
If I
get a
remember
property.
right, we were walking around
buy us a
town
property
multiple
as a home safe
times
house
doing
location.
small things for
I'll check
people
about that.
and
What's the
starting to
about
spread
last
the
week?
word of the
Yeah,
Lightbringer.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we have a safe house.
Yes.
You're becoming your own god.
Profit.
Dildo maker.
I'm like Muhammad. I've come back from.
In my travels through the city, do I continue to spread the guiding light?
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm still doing that. So also,
Are you also planting the suggestion that they should spread the news?
yeah. Start one day one is no, we'll do this progressively. We are at day 2, 7 days. That means I have 5 days. Day 1, spread the guiding light. 2, spread the word. 3, say his praise. And we'll just upgrade the message as we go along, and I'll hit up the same route so I hit the same people.
And on the last day, we tell them it's the day of rest. You gotta.
Sure, I'll let them rest. We move on. Oh no, they're spreading the word till they die at this point if I want it. Also,
And this is the day that we pray and thanks for all the blessings.
the day of thanks. I love that. So day 5, as you guys are like getting ready to leave, it's the day of thanks. Also, I need to invest in some properties. One is a safe house for the party, and the other as this dude's shrine.
The neighboring farm is also for
I
sale.
can help with that.
Okay, perfect. So
That's probably going to be your easiest one.
I buy that, or at least long-term investment
Do
purchase.
you really want a place in town or right outside of town?
For the safe house, I definitely want it outside of town. For this dude's shrine, I want it in the middle of town if I can get it. And maybe I have to tell some people.
His charisma.
I should
Okay. In the city, there's no
if I
property up
go-
for grabs right now.
Is
I'll
that
go.
Does anyone want to sell?
So
We'll go pick
it might
That's worth a
be
gold
best to
piece.
wait a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, especially if you're already spreading the word. Realistically, you've had enough
Just a little
experience to
flash
know
of
that if
light,
you
like
spread
it's
word,
finger
other
pistol
people are going to want to set up a
flash of
shrine.
muzzle, just
Okay.
And if the people are behind it and set it up, then
So once I go to those parties, I'm gonna maybe subtly spread the word to see.
some of the rich.
I am.
flashbang.
he's been invited to aristocratic drug parties
And now they're all of a sudden.
and orgies
Have fun!
I will.
by your brother.
Yeah, I'm using your brother 100% in a nice way.
Zalshin's going with
explodes
you.
and
These are the
hurts
nights while
people
you're at the
nearby,
pit.
But anyone
Aw.
You going to the orgies with
larger
them?
radius just gets blinded.
I'm not gonna interact with him. I'm just gonna follow him to the orgy.
Oh, and I read that book. The Kama Sutra. I had it by me. I read that.
Are you going to give it back to her so she
Yep.
can read it?
Yep. No, I returned the book and thank you for buying it for me.
Karma Sutra is that?
Yeah, I
all
bought
about,
it for you,
do
and then I
good,
hid.
I read it.
get good,
I memorized it. 100%.
Sex poses.
I nod and I walk away.
So it's completely different from karma.
I'm just gonna put it in my bag.
Yeah, he actually took the feat Keen Mind, which gives him a photographic memory.
I don't need the book anymore.
He also knows what time it is at any moment and what direction north is at any moment.
Nice.
It's a survival feat. It's not even like it's a racial bonus or a survival feat. So
Yeah.
but yeah. No, so during the aristocrats I continue to spread his name subtly. Though that's what I don't speak, I just mentally tag people.
Do you invite him to the parties?
Oh yeah.
Do you do parlor tricks?
Yeah.
Do make a performance check. In fact,
yeah.
how many nights are you going to parties? You have up to 5.
Do we?
Well, I was gonna do like 4 out of the 5. 'Cause,
Okay.
Like the day of thanks and everything.
On the 3rd day, you realize that after you get back, these guys are sneaking off to parties that you overheard them talking about. You overhear it too.
You guys aren't.
I'm working on some skills, though.
I probably hear it and probably don't care.
You would hear about it like a night later.
Is there a
And
stick
then I ask,
Do you do well in enclosed spaces and drugs?
in orgies?
I can.
No, you
Bring the
cannot.
drugs?
cook.
Yeah.
You've
That's
you're
where you're
learning
going
control.
too far. You've learned
You can be a
control.
lighter.
No, then.
Yeah.
An
Be a
instant lighter
lighter.
for everybody.
An instant lighter.
Oh, you need a light gig.
Think about the parlor tricks.
I'll take him one night. He gets night 3.
Hey, yo,
He
guys,
gets
watch
night
this. I'm gonna
3.
light this with my mind.
All right.
Just stares at the end of it, and then
I invite you guys to go to, and this is to a party, not the orgy. Sorry, I'm not
Okay.
taking you to those.
All right. I will allow you either a wisdom check, a performance check, or a sleight of hand check, your choice,
Sleight of hand.
to see how well you are able to manage and control your abilities to do parlor
I'll get the
tricks.
price from him. We'll split it.
14.
He does not light anything on fire that should not be lit on fire.
Yes.
So he's
You're getting
like
better.
lighting
Okay.
lighters, cigars.
He's lighting people's bowls, lighting joints, lighting other materials on fire that people are getting a huge kick out
Then you
of.
follow the prophet.
Okay.
And I will mention him.
Okay. It shows off that he can make the fire huge with absolutely no heat.
I did it. I didn't commit arson.
This time.
This time,
Good boy,
I
Rat.
can light stuff on fire without it burning.
didn't commit arson accidentally.
There
Okay.
you go.
Exactly.
With this, roll another d20 for me.
I want to see how,
as an intelligence
how
check.
fast this thing catches on fire without.
Wait.
Intelligence.
6.
6.
Maybe not.
Actually, I did make it a DC 5
Thankfully.
just to make sure he wouldn't fail completely. So, you've been learning heat control. You learn a new trick.
Oh.
Okay, you can make fire that doesn't burn.
Oh.
But it catches on stuff?
Cold fire.
But it catches on
Yeah,
stuff.
it catches on it, but it doesn't do any damage. And it would take like an hour for it to burn a piece of paper.
That is nice. That can
Now the
prove
question
very
is if we can put it on things, have it
Okay.
last a while for like a torches.
Now, make one more intelligence
Why
check
do you guys need torches?
Fair point.
I am a mobile torch.
for the
And
next
you have
day.
spectra vision, nature vision.
Light.
12.
Literal
That was
walking
a DC 10.
lantern.
Do you
Thank
have light
very
vision?
much.
I thought you did.
You find
Oh, you
that you know how
can't-
you
oh, I
can
thought it was
add
nature side.
like
I
spell
don't
point
think
of
I
burning
have that.
damage to something.
Part of your primal?
You learn that if you spend 2
Those
spell
nature's bound
points,
to
you can
rise,
actually
growth,
turn it from
defender,
burning to
counter-strike.
cold damage,
And
Oh.
where it sucks the heat
Oh,
out of
okay,
it
I'm
like
sorry.
an
I thought you had
undead chill,
an enhanced light vision.
which
Like,
shocks you that you could be burned cold.
I mean, the seeking vine,
Frostbite.
but that's it.
Yeah.
Frostburn.
Okay, I thought for some reason you had an ocular ability with nature sight.
So I rolled for 2 nights because I only had 2 d20s. I got a 20 and a 24.
He
that
is
good enough?
insanely popular. You're making illusions. You're
I have a +7 to my performance.
you have the crowds mesmerized. Okay, you are the stage performance. Okay, everyone is starting to really enjoy the Lightbringer.
I'd put that on top of your sheet, just Lightbringer, as your new godly nickname.
I just told him he could probably freeze water now. And he got really excited.
I have overcome my weakness. I am now unstoppable.
I will burn it into steam and then freeze it into sleet.
That can come very
That can come in real handy.
Sorry, I should not have suggested that.
handy.
You should have figured it out. But
Bearer. That sounds cooler.
Thank you.
And easier to spell.
okay.
Okay. Lightbearer works. I need
you
a name for
invited
you.
me to a party?
It's a godly power that is passed down from
Okay.
from
So
many
do you
people.
invite Rec for the next night party?
This is night 1 and 2 are mine, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to do that. Hopefully, a couple orgies. But at night 3, I invite everyone.
What type of party is it?
This is just an aristocratic drug party.
Hey, drugs.
Rich people doing drugs, hanging out in a big group.
I can do that.
But with these guys doing a show. So on the night of the 4th, I ask if you guys want to go again.
I forgot. It's just like when
And I'm taking
when
it.
I'm DJing at a bar
And you
everyone's
going?
shit-faced drunk and I'm still back there playing
go.
music like
Okay.
I'm sober and
going
having
to
a
go?
good time.
You going
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're at the fighting pits.
Yeah, you're in the fighting pits.
Yeah,
you don't
You want
get
to skip a
an
night at the
option.
fighting pits?
You can come on night 4 if you want to skip a night.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So I take the group.
Burke still goes to the fighting pits. Do you still make the money? Because I don't feel like redoing the math to figure out how to take that away from you. So yeah. So you're gonna try and do floor show again?
Yes.
All right.
Good night. What are you doing? Before you roll.
His parlor tricks.
Oh, I know, but I can see if I can give him advantage at least.
What are you gonna do for a parlor trick? What's your
You
like?
also give yourself that advantage.
Yeah.
With the
What's
Yeah,
your
you can do
big
this
show?
yourself, can't you? Give yourself advantage.
Yeah, so I'll
Yes.
Light up, like,
You can
I'll
make your
spend the
fields of
spell
fire
point.
not cause damage.
spend a spell point to give myself advantage.
then
Just
light
in
up like
case.
20 joints at the same time.
Haven't you leveled up enough that that's like 0 at this point?
Yeah, isn't it free?
He
It's a
just
cantrip.
emits just a burst of flame comes out from him and
Oh, yeah.
everyone's joints are perfectly lit
And nobody got touched.
and nobody got touched.
Unless
At this point, maybe you could pull it
That
off.
would be a 20.
That would be a intelligence check if you wanted to try to do that.
You give you advantage. I can open up my mind to him.
So he gets,
And he gets advantage on it because of his inner fire.
So yeah, so just you have double advantage if you want to make that roll, dude.
What am I going to do?
No, you can only get one advantage.
Okay, sorry.
it'd be nice though.
Triple advantage. I want to roll 5 times.
We're lucky.
you can just make your fire like every cigarette.
Wow.
Cigar.
Flame construct. Flame construct.
I'll do a flame construct.
But mind you, yeah, this is when you need the advantage, though, because if this goes wrong, this is when you become an
What if
arsonist.
he rolls 2
Okay.
ones?
What kind of flame construct are you making?
Small,
Simple.
small and
Something-
simple.
Describe
Calcifer.
describe its fate, its shape.
Calcifer.
No, I'll describe its fate. He can describe its shape.
I'll make like a kobold shaped fire.
Like a mini you?
Like a mini me out of fire.
Okay. So roll a intelligence check.
Was that the one I get advantage on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Now roll a wisdom check. And this one your inner flame gives you advantage on.
You just rolled a nat 20. You can't get better than that.
Yeah, 20.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah. You are able to control your flame to such a degree that you're even changing its color.
Ooh.
Rainbow.
Good job, Flamer.
Okay? You learn how to make a green flame. And a blue flame. Instead of
Not a
just your
radiant
red
one.
flame.
White.
White's a bit more focus.
Yeah, white is.
They grow up so
I only
fast,
gave him
don't
the
they?
colors because he rolled a natural 20 on his willpower check.
I'd like to see
The
how
intelligence
someone did it
check was to
first,
see how well you
just so
formed it.
everyone knows. But
And it definitely looks like you, kind of a cartoony version. Okay? But it does no damage to anything around it. It dances around when you try to make it dance. It's your complete puppet.
You can have it light people's bowls and cigars and stuff.
If you put a spell point into it.
Yeah, save the spell point.
Yep.
Just have it as is.
Yeah, this is a freebie. This is just making create flame. Only now you're shaping the flame. Anybody else doing floor show?
So you,
Light bearer?
Other than me?
yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing for a floor show? Okay, this guy makes a little version of him that dances around. And
He's topping you.
I rolled so high.
so what's your performance check come up to? And then what are you doing?
Wait, you want me to roll again?
What did you roll?
I rolled like a nat 20, so it'd be like 27.
You guys verify? Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that's fine. So what kind of performance are you doing? Are you summoning the light bearer? The
You're
holy
gonna bring down a
torch?
fucking angel through the roof. Just an illusion, please. But, I know you can smite the roof.
The
Let's just
holy
hope.
torch that brands the people?
What if I make it look like we're in a completely different room?
You're going to modify the entire area
Yes.
as your performance.
Just make it look like we're in a completely different room,
Like-
a completely different
Illusionary
place.
terrain.
Altogether, yes.
Not
In the
again.
clouds.
Okay?
In the clouds.
In the clouds?
Yeah.
Everyone is now high in the clouds.
I'm gonna.
Floating on light and sunshine.
You're not floating. You still feel solid ground beneath you.
Yeah.
Walking on the clouds.
Okay. Do you form the clouds to match the furniture?
Yes. Just so
Okay.
that people can interact
Navigate.
with the clouds.
Okay. Each
Give
of
some
you make a
immersion
wisdom
into-
check.
7.
22.
All of a sudden, you're up in the sky, walking on clouds.
17.
What'd you get?
22.
Okay. And you?
23.
So the three of you.
8.
Okay. You are in the clouds. It is beautiful. Okay. What is your DC save?
Mine?
Yeah.
For what?
Your spell save. Go to your spell sheet. It's up at the top. I think it's like 17.
Was it a saving throw or just normal? So it was a saving throw. I got
Not
an
wisdom
18.
check is a normal.
Okay. So,
I don't
yeah.
think that's right.
Because you're not doing damage to anything.
It says 14. But I don't...
Yep. Okay. So who rolled over a 14? Yeah, so all of you can tell that you see these puffy white clouds and open sky, like overlaying the walls and actual furniture around you. Okay, with a little bit of focus, you can actually still see the furniture. And the guests did not make it. They're already 3 sheets to the wind. That's disadvantage on any type of wisdom check. I'm not even going to bother rolling.
Put a couple of rainbows shooting out over the horizon of clouds.
Dildos
Little rainbow dildo dolphins coming out of the sky. Just
The sound effects help.
going. Yeah, right.
You don't want to know how to make the sound effects part.
Doesn't matter.
You're all stoned. They heard it anyway.
Damn, I want to take over his mind out of these spell points and see if I can get them to make the goddamn
I can make them make noise.
Shan?
Yeah, auditory. It's one of my spells.
Yes, we need squeaking dildo dolphins. Rainbow
My
dildo dolphins.
illusion can make sound as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
can cantrip and thaumaturgy.
I just have minor illusion.
You can do it as a cantrip.
Cantrip.
easily.
You
It
have,
is a cantrip.
yeah.
She
You also,
sees the
I'm pretty
images I'm doing.
sure you have prestidigitation.
Yes.
That'll do it as well.
We're just both cantrips.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for it. They just stop
So
and
if they
take
come
it.
over
So-
to me and whisper to me, I'll be like, I got this.
Hey, you want to sell this?
So
Okay.
make a performance check to see how well you time it to the jumping dildo fins.
Dildo fins.
I get to add
Dildolphins?
Dolphins.
dolphin. I get to add
How
6.
much does
You have
the
to add a
phone
dildo
cost?
to your
We
saving
offered
throw.
me the price.
It'll cost you about 10k gold.
Gold. 5k gold each.
No problem.
Can I give her advantage on that?
Do you cast Inner Flame on her
I'll cast Inner
for a
Flame
spell
on her.
point?
Yeah, I'll spend the spell
Okay, it
point.
lasts for a round.
Okay. $17.
Okay. It's pretty much perfectly timed. You've never actually heard dolphins before, so you're guessing that it kind of sounds like that. To be honest, it probably sounds a lot more like chipmunks or squirrels.
I also make the auditory illusion of birds. Like tweet, 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 tweet.
Sure.
Like birds tweeting and stuff like that.
Okay. One of them appears to be a tabaxi when he comes out of the covers and starts like jumping around trying to catch the flying dildos and looking around for the birds.
Can you make little birds fly around, please?
Cat person.
Yep. All right. So, anything else you guys are doing to these poor people this night?
Telling them.
Are they very out of it?
Oh, they're having a ball. They are tripping
They will
hardcore.
Would you
remember
like
your
the
name.
story?
And I'm shouting, "Do not forget, I am the light bearer. I am the one who has brought you to these lands."
I'm going to telepathically span the room and actually,
All hail the light.
I'll hail the light bearer. And actually, maybe just make this kid seem like he's glowing more. Maybe he has a halo of light above his head. Maybe he's
Oh, I
holding a
can do
torch.
that with minor illusion.
I can put that in their heads without doing
All
shit.
right.
I could do it to myself.
Roll a d20 for cast suggestion.
Have a ring of light.
Okay.
Do I want them to do anything else? Tell me now.
They negate their saving throw.
Can we all be minor deities to his religion?
Too much information.
Yeah.
If we do that, it'll overload them.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
They just need a focus point.
Yeah.
Too many focus points breaks the
Us
suggestion.
being around them might just might think that.
Wait,
Honestly, the way it
they're
is,
just as
they
cool
only
as
see him. That's
Yeah.
the way
Right.
we want it.
Would you like me to do it? Or do you guys have what you're going to do for the performance?
No, go ahead, man.
This ought to be
Take it away.
Okay. As you're stating this, okay, you pick up on the psychic cue of it as well in the back of your head. Not forcefully, but you're aware of it. Okay. And it inspires you to pull out your mace that you've put this gem into at this point, light it up, and start glowing.
What about my wings?
Sure.
Show off my wings while I'm
Okay.
here.
You display your wings as well. Everyone at the party swears that the Lightbringer came to them directly and blessed them all. Okay.
Drugs.
With drugs.
Oh, and with me telling them that they got blessed. You know, it's like, and the drugs.
Do you know how many cults have started thanks to drugs?
Yeah, so many.
I mean, toka-d-bowl, technically.
Toka-d-bowl.
Is that a saving throw?
His brother comes and kneels before the feet of the Lightbringer, pledging his undying loyalty to the cause of the Lightbringer.
Starting a fucking cult.
Seems like something he'd do.
Seems like something you do.
I brought the
And
Kool-Aid.
begs to be bequeathed with the sigil of the Lightbringer.
Giant little dildo right on his back.
I'm not gonna do a dildo because that would be.
Why
that's
not?
That's
It's a rainbow dildo.
It's a permanent mark.
Why not?
Exactly.
Use your spectral magic to permanently put a rainbow dildo tattoo on the person.
Right on their arm.
Thing.
You have bonus spell points to cast for it. For a permanent effect like that, it's an extra 7 or 8 spell points.
Chaos.
It's a simple light brand. Based on the OJ Magic symbol.
Or make a torch that looks like a
This is
dick and balls.
This is actually this is
Some
what
torch,
I
a
was
torch,
gonna
and some
do.
rocks.
Let's not do any specifics.
The glowing sphere is upon the torch.
But I mean, it needs a brand, and a brand has to be simple. It can't be complex curves,
Right.
turns. Imagine it just like a bam. I mean, as a brand would be. So I mean, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember his name.
She has 7 brothers. I have a hard time remembering the name. I had to pull my phone out to see it.
So, Lightbringer, will you accept me?
Okay, so basically a candle.
A candle or torch. Pretty
Okay.
much.
Yep,
Which one?
this one on the right, the one I
Yeah.
circled.
Okay.
So it's like a candle.
Okay, so
like a burning sphere on top of a float, like a stick.
okay,
Like just
so
levitating
how do you
over.
place this mark on an object, on him?
You might want those around that too, just to glorify it more.
Right up on the upper arm, on the shoulder.
Okay, so you're going to use your spectromancy to brand it in on him.
Mm-hmm. Just
All right.
kind of sear it in.
Roll a d20, and you can add your spell mod to it.
That'd be mean.
And it's going to cost you, let's call it 10 spell points.
Should I?
Yeah, add it out. Give it to him.
Okay.
He's at 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the image you brand on him doesn't cause him any pain, but it glows with a light all of its own. As you get a weird urge to say, or some voice in the room, because it's not sure it came from your voice, and you hear, "Go in peace with the Lightbringer, for this sigil shall shine so long as your faith in him shines as well." Then you hear in the back of your voice, "Think they'll buy it?"
Yes, they will. They're too drugged up to know.
You are welcome.
What? Why?
You are welcome.
He's marked your brother. He's one of his dildos now.
I just saved your brother.
Just save
The ghost who's following me around just went in with it too. God damn it.
Here he was at a party with tons of drugs and stuff, and now he's a changed man.
He has a god. He's got his probably fellow worshippers now, which is the entire aristocratic class of Balthan Bay.
This so badly sounds like the start of most 1960s cults.
And I'm starting the drug business to fuel it. What the hell? I mean, shit.
Drugs.
What do you think I'm doing?
Drugs.
I've inspired.
Well, that too.
Drugs.
All right. So that's going to be the end of that night.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Very eventful night.
How else can we
Okay.
mess with those poor aristocrats?
I'll give you one more night of party before we call it. Do you guys want to go to one more night of this party?
Am I invited as well?
I asked the group if they all want in.
Sure. If it's as fun as last
I'm gonna
night.
go to an armor shop instead.
Yeah, it was disturbing to seeing your brother
Yeah.
swear fealty to.
Yeah, she's done with parties for now. So she's gonna go find a kite and helmet somewhere. And modify the bone I have. The bone. Skull I have.
So are you just going to craft it yourself
Yes.
using your nature magic?
Yeah.
All right, so you spend the night crafting your helmet?
Yes.
All right, make a
Oh no.
roll for it.
What kind of roll?
Um,
Just saw the
Performance. No, make a spell
Technically,
roll.
It's my raise. Oh,
You can use your spell mod for
I'm a
it.
chitin, not a chitin. The humanoid version, I think.
And you're fully grown, so you wouldn't molt anymore.
I'm more human than I am spider. Like I'm like 20% spider as opposed to like 80% human.
Right.
So I'm second generation. I don't molt.
24?
It turns out better than you expected it to.
Yay.
It is exactly what you were envisioning, only a little bit more.
So,
Like vicious looking by the way that the shadowing of it works.
I'm gonna put it on my head then.
It fits perfectly. You can breathe perfectly.
So it
You
looks
can
like,
see perfectly.
So it looks like that helmet that I showed you a little while
Sure.
ago. Yes.
At that kind of a roll, you have the supplies, and you're spending all night on it. Yeah.
so as we're walking, I'm gonna kind of tap him and be like, link us all up.
My head.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
All of
like,
a sudden, all of you hear in your heads. Everyone, someone has to talk.
Taps you on the shoulder. Hey,
As
radio
soon
boy.
as Fee's brought in on it, since she's working on her helmet,
yeah.
you hear this high-pitched wailing sound, like thousands of crickets chirping in the night. All of you make a wisdom check. Not you, Fee.
Oh, okay. Is it all of us?
18.
8.
15.
24.
12.
All right, so you and you, the world goes white, and you go deaf for the next hour.
The two of us.
Yep.
Nice.
And it goes white for, make a constitution roll.
4.
Okay, so you are blind for the next 40 minutes, and you're blind for the next what?
15.
Okay, 30 minutes.
Oh,
Oh,
so
dear.
this is how my enemies feel.
Yep, you can't see any light
What the hell?
or pure light. Do you continue the connection?
Or cut her out, at least.
Yeah, I cut her.
Sorry.
It was the feedback I received from when I connected to her.
You know it was from her.
I cut it.
That was
Okay.
weird.
Make an intelligence check, and I'll tell you what.
Am I dead?
No.
The helm stopped it.
I can still hear everyone. Can everyone see me still?
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. Good. I'm visible.
I wouldn't be
17.
able to hear you answer.
17?
Yeah.
Really.
She was casting magic. You were hearing her focusing the energy of all the dead insects and such that were in that in order to reform it. It's like basically calling a fax number.
Ouch.
So I grabbed them and kind of put them down and tell them not to move for the next hour.
He can't hear you.
I'm deafened.
Well, actually, at this point, you hear in the back of your head.
Yep, so you still
don't move
hear
for the
his
next
voice.
hour.
And you hear me.
And
you're
same
not
thing. I
dead.
just put you to the ground and tell you not to move for the next
You're
hour.
not dead. You just can't.
You'll be
see
fine.
And hear.
Oh, I thought I was.
We'll just tell everybody you're chanting.
No.
Hell, I'll still send people over to you to pray. But
All I have to do is sit there.
Couldn't we just heal
I think
her?
you're praying. What?
Couldn't we just heal
It's
her?
psychic damage. It's
Yeah.
not physical. You gotta wait for it to time out.
It's basically a psychic overload. You guys basically connected into
So
her
like when
spell.
someone tried to open a book that she wasn't supposed to.
Okay, now that there's just the three of us connected,
Different, but yeah.
I ask you what you need.
I was gonna ask what we were gonna do to fuck with people tonight.
Yeah.
Well, let's figure it out once we these guys come out of it.
Okay.
I'm heading back to our new house, trying to modify our new dungeon. I mean basement.
That's the
Oh, the
farm property.
hideout?
Yeah, the new hideout, the farm property next to the other farm that we have for the business.
Okay. Do you invite anyone to go with you?
I left everybody at the party. They're all good.
The henchmen aren't going to the party.
I take the henchman.
Yeah. All right, I'll take them with me.
I mean-
want Jewel Boy there to.
No?
I kind of want to go over there check out the new property myself.
Oh, he's going to there during the night. You can come the next day or later that night if you want.
That's true. I mean, do they need? Well, I guess so. I'll hang out the party, do my thing.
All right, so
That's why I figured I'd leave you there.
you're making a helmet. You're making a basement.
Yep.
These two are kind of.
Okay.
Just vibing in the corner till I'm better.
Listen to Karma Chameleon.
So the god is dancing.
Hey, the
To
day of
music
rest.
only he can hear.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
must
not
be
gonna be
so. It must be from the angels.
shit. They want to see angels. I can do that.
Chestoy's trying to follow each of the moves as if it's some kind of holy dance.
Wait,
What if my character just has a ton of pop culture
Can I take
knowledge
that
from
role
this
for what I was
timeline,
about to
but
do?
nobody knows about
Yeah.
it in here? I just start like
group
just
telepathy.
making everyone, like,
They hear the
oh,
most
come on, it's
glorious
totally
music.
a Huey Lewis move. Like,
Does it go to the beat?
what?
Yes, I'm tying it to the beat of him as this glorious, the music of the Lightbringer.
Do you bring in Chestoy?
Yeah, oh yeah, he knows.
Okay. As soon as he starts dancing,
Actually, I hate to say this, sorry, Fee. Chestoy is probably pretty susceptible right now.
yes.
He not only hears the music, but he begins to hear the words of the Lightbearer in his head. Yes, I'm fucking
What
with
are
you,
the
bud.
words of the light bearer?
The piece of...
come.
No, tempting, but no, I'm not going to mess with the poor guy like that much. I really want to talk about the joy the joy the light brings, following the path, the light of the soul, go on this huge tirade about how beautiful the light bearer excuses.
Come, follow the light bringer.
Yeah, we took comic. But I just want to spend the next hour making him feel like being around the Lightbringer is giving him glory.
Okay.
And
so
just fuck with him.
To keep that up for the hour, it's going to cost you, I believe it's going to be like 6 spell points.
Yep. So,
Just to keep that going for that long. So, yeah, you all hear the music. Okay. So are you adding people to it as they start dancing?
oh yeah.
Okay, so people looking around confused, and then you see a couple more start,
It turns into a wave.
and then they start hearing the music. It's like, okay.
Oh, yeah, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
And now we've
You're
started
on
how the Disney portion of our program has like the random musical that everyone starts choreographed dancing to, trying to follow the blind deaf light
Like I'm
bringer.
watching South Park again.
I was thinking Blues Brothers, the whole musical scene at the in like Motown. They all of a sudden start dancing. At this point, I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm just
Thriller.
wow. I will get it. I almost want to make another roll. I'm like, I will get these guys dancing in unison. Every freaking stoner aristocrat there.
Oh shit! That's the first thing I roll high on. Yeah, they're able to match your moves very well.
Perfect roll on that.
I rolled an 18. I mean, that means that they're definitely paying attention and following along with.
Are they sober? No.
No.
Oh, are they even coherent? No.
We're just hoping they'll remember this in the morning.
They will.
But threat.
How can you forget such a great song?
Oh, my photographic memory is is taking it in, and they're
during the
memorizing
night,
it.
Okay, after about an hour, your vision clears up,
Both of
and
them.
as you can finally look around, you see everyone's dancing behind you, following you step by step every stupid move you do.
Kidding when you pick
Having a
those.
great time.
No, you know
Yeah,
what this reminds
happy.
me of?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ice Age. From one of the Ice Age movies where Sid gets all these worshippers.
Okay. And as you turn around to stare at them and stop dancing for a moment, as soon as you stop, the music quiets down, I take it.
Yeah.
Okay. They look at you, and 3 more of them fall to their knees and bow before you. All hail the light bringer, the light bearer. Light bearer or light bringer?
Light bearer.
All hail the light bearer as they bow down.
The holy power
I'm
of
right
the
next to
light
him.
god.
See
that-
audience?
So I'm within a few feet of these people, right?
Yeah.
Make that.
So can I cast group telepathy and have them hear in their heads the same booming, majestic, glorious, happy
You're a part of the
voice
cult already.
asking them to expose their shoulder for the blessing of the Lightbringer?
Do you choose to mark them?
Yes.
Okay, 10 spell points each, and make a performance roll for each one. So,
15.
Acolyte number 1,
10 points.
and it's a spell point. Spell check.
If I drain it out of my staff, I don't get 2 spell points back, right?
Pushing up against.
I only get 1.
You can use spell point for spell point out of your staff.
Oh.
So you don't have to use any of your own.
Right?
I thought you meant to like.
You could even drain the spell points off of the person that you're casting it on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or the whole room, since they're all mesmerized by you.
Not
there's
only
a bunch
that,
of
but
people
you've also
kneeling to
gained d6 more spell points in the time that you've been dancing.
So yeah, spell points on a pop. Just throw them
You're
out.
good.
Throw them out, man.
I'm just gonna roll my performance. Leave it at that.
Wow.
Plus, you were spending the week pumping spell points into it, and you said that you were going to try and bring it up to max, and that was a pretty high max.
Plus my.
Spell mod.
He's marking them.
What?
Followers.
Rich.
He was like,
Oh, is it
"Are they-
performance?
Is he gonna smite these people?
he-
No,
he
they're
rolled
marking them.
low.
Is it performance or a spell?
Point.
For doing the actual emblem,
Yeah.
it's a spell check.
Okay.
So spell mod.
So 12.
12?
Yes.
Okay, it comes out the right shape. It doesn't glow very brightly.
Okay.
He looks at it, looks over at Chastoise. Yes, I delayed in my faith. My symbol shall glow brighter at one day. I shall show my faith in the great light bearer, as it's barely glowing.
It will glow brighter with your internal faith.
As you say that, it glows a little bit brighter, and then it kind of fades back down to like a flickering light.
We're gonna have people doing all this shit, looking at their emblems to double check. Is it gonna go? Did it go? 2 more.
Okay, next.
Right.
Duller if they
Zealots.
Next,
The more you donate to our cause, the brighter the glow.
For a low cost of 20 gold coins.
They're rich.
Selfie.
20 gold coins ain't nothing.
For a low
to them.
cost of 200 platinum, you too can
There
glow
you
as
go.
bright as the Lightbringer.
Roll an intelligence roll for me.
Oh dear.
21 for the next one.
Okay, this one glows fucking bright. Okay, comes out wonderful.
7.
7.
Yes.
Okay. You overheard the lunch girl talking much like that. If you want to try and mimic it.
I like it.
Do you want to be a barker for the
Yes.
Lightbearer?
Just this little angry Charmander running around going, follow the Lightbringer! Hey,
Low price of 20 gold.
For a low price of 20 platinum, you too can glow as bright as him someday. With more payments.
that the leaving shortly.
Plus you
Gonna make my job harder.
It's a
I'm just gonna
it's
like
a 10
I'm gonna
gold
pull
per
out
session.
an empty like parchment book and just start writing stories about the Lightbringer.
All right. Make a deception check and a performance check. Deception first.
Deception.
Yep. How good are you at bullshitting?
17.
Okay. And then
good.
make a performance check.
10.
10. Okay. It's messy handwriting because, you're getting a bit of a contact
And you're stoned.
with everything. So you're not sure you're going to be able to read it verb by verb, but I
I'll
think
rewrite
it's
it
pretty
later.
good for now.
I'll rewrite it later. I'll go over to him and be like, here, read this, see if you like it.
As they tell him, he'll remember it word by word.
Yeah, I'll hand it to him here. This will be helpful for later.
Okay, make a investigation
text.
check
Sacred Jedi.
to
If you
see
can read
if
it.
you can read it.
I was waiting for that.
Do I get advantage with an open mind
No.
on that? No, okay. Dirty 20.
I was going to say, does he get advantage with
Yep.
her sitting there helping him decipher it?
No, you're able to read it. Okay, and I take it you kind of add that into your little psychic.
Oh yeah, I
persuasion.
memorize it, and then everyone in the, are we still at the Stoner Den? As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are now filled with the stories of the Lightbringer.
They start discussing your stories in front of you.
Without me having to do anything.
Should start having.
They already know the
Start writing
stories.
some.
I think I've heard this one when I was a kid.
I
Okay.
don't want to go in the Skeksies.
And the third one?
You have
Oh
the
yeah, I
paper in
forgot. I
front
have
of you.
one more.
I can rewrite it. And
Clean it up.
Disgusting. 10.
It glows brighter than like the first one,
Think of what we can do
But-
with that.
nowhere near as bright as the second one.
And then talk to Simple Simon. There's enough copies.
I shall have to spread the word of the light.
Mailed out places.
pamphlets. Yeah.
We gotta make rules for these people, and they don't know what the fuck is.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
you got to write
matter.
up you guys are going to have to write up a book of rules and laws and stories of the Lightbearer now. If you guys are going to be spreading this word, I'm going to, I
The
know,
others are.
but I need a copy of what word are you spreading?
Death and destruction. Dismember all. Especially with the birds.
No!
Destruction. Sound
So, anything else we want to do to these poor stone souls that are being devoutly forced to follow our Lightbearer God that we're making?
We should instill a rule now.
A character's
Okay, well, write it down so I can put it in their heads.
A character's nowhere near
No, we're not even. And last time I tried, your mind hurt
You
me.
almost
So
killed us.
no, I will let you know. I will see you when we get back.
The first rule, because I remember you saying this, the first rule shall be on all Fridays, it is a
I
rest
still have
day.
a lot of chitin left.
That is the first
Yeah,
rule.
that's like my ancestors you're talking about. Pieces of them.
Sam, the first rule shall be
And
on
then
all Fridays,
around
it is
pieces of
rest
your
day.
ancestors.
No.
We have to figure out how to
Friday's
word
the
it.
day of partying. Saturday's the day of rest. There you go.
Perfect.
They need
They are recovering.
They're recovering.
What day of the week is it
glorified
today?
temple for you.
A glorified temple where it's a statue of me holding a large bowl
Dad, how
for
much
offerings
of my chitin do you think
for
it
people
took
to
make
throw
that
stuff
helmet? 'Cause I
in
had 12
and then be burned.
I would say about 2
And
feet.
there's a little hole at the bottom that just goes right through the statue.
Well, that would take us all of like 3 hours with the right people of us.
Just like 3 or 4 of us sitting on the other side of the statue.
Right? And
They don't know
with
what
this
fucking
being
thing.
the aristocrats of the town, building a temple would be nothing for them.
One of them should be able to give up a property for it.
With Nick, you can enchant an item for that.
Where is Nick at the?
He's at the house with me.
I have a mind tap like I have the rest of them.
That's why I gave you that information.
Okay.
Putting 2 and 2 together. Seeing what effect you're having so far. Just a suggestion. If you wanted to make a going away present.
And that's why I got Nick digging up gems and such. So we can try and amplify
So could
his
we do this
rod.
with like a plaque? Like a wearable plaque?
Holy symbol.
Holy symbol. So would this be making the holy symbol for this without meaning to?
If you wanted to do it that way. If you want to produce them.
I'm sure we can find somebody that can do it for us.
Right now we have plenty of willing
Exactly.
stone people. So I asked Nick to get on that. I was thinking he could make a rock with the emblem and have that become a chain with a
And we
little
can
metal.
imbue
So
with magic
Mac would have
later
to form it and then he would enchant it.
Yep.
to glow.
I let both of them know that if they could get a few of these as a going away present, that'd be great.
So over the next day that you give them to do it, not much time before you're all leaving, because you're doing this on the last day,
You could always say one more
I
day for
didn't
that.
know
They
you
can
might
make
have- you
13.
Just nodded to me.
Okay.
Okay.
The rest
Even
of
more.
Oh, I got it.
I was expecting much less.
okay?
Me too.
If someone can donate extra spell point.
He can take whatever he can.
Rules. We have made 2
reconstructing.
rules.
Light boy, I need spell points.
Yeah.
I tell Nick and Knack to communicate with him for any spell points I need.
So you'll need a total of 130 spell points.
How many spell points do you have total?
How much was what?
Maxed.
What was
Staff
one
was
of them?
Can you donate 130?
My max is 20. My staff, I currently have 10.
Just
So that's
10.
like 30 points combined.
How do you
You
have
could
that many
take a
left? I
couple
thought you had
of
the staff.
mine.
I thought you had the staff charged. The staff is maxed.
You've been spending all week charging the staff,
Oh,
man.
yeah!
We need points.
I didn't write it
So
down.
what is your
More
max?
like 10.
Damn stoner.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Wow.
He was bathing in his own light.
So how many do you have in your staff?
1590.
1,500
Yes.
And 90.
and 90. So I tell Nick and Knack to
Almost 16.
just to ask this boy for whatever you need, and he'll charge up whatever the fuck you need.
Yes.
And then some.
And then some.
Okay.
So yeah, put those vows in people's heads.
Is your
And-
phone about to die? You can plug it in. I got it.
Yep, I spend a good afternoon going around and bringing the light laws of the Lightbringer, because
Yeah, well-
honestly that doesn't, just Lightbringer sounds weird. So laws
Of the light bearer.
of the Lightbearer.
Okay.
And on Friday, is it Friday this day? Because I can start everyone celebrating right tonight. Can we make it that way? I don't know what day of the week it is. If there is actually even, are they days of the week in this?
I think it was like I think we're on Thursday.
You're on the last day of the week before you were going to depart.
What day were we gonna depart on?
You don't know what day you arrived on.
Yeah, right?
Okay, actually, just so we do this right, I look into people's minds to find out what day it is.
It's the 14th day of the 3rd season.
My aunt's here.
It's just about time for break anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what day of the, is there a day of the week it is?
We'll call it... You guys just finished the day of rest, so that was Saturday. It's Saturday, Fridays.
Friday is the day of celebration, Saturday is the day of rest.
Okay, so it's Saturday, day of rest, and you leave on Sunday.
Okay.
How's that?
Perfect.
So the day of rest and calm. Because I'm going to make people feel calm.
Day of rest
Yep.
and tranquility.
So write up the
I like that
exact wording of the suggestion that's within that spell.
'Cause
Good
it's like
call.
it's like peace and
Okay, you guys can discuss it when we go on break in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So final night. You have a last party. Now we're gonna start when we come back from break, we'll start off where we're gonna leave town. Okay?
Yeah.
For those final arrangements. Any other questions before we stop for a while? All right. Well then, if you're watching the stream, feel free to check us out on YouTube. Links are below. Otherwise, we'll be back shortly.